The question I have for you as well is, Adren obviously been a recent addition to Liquid, kind of joining at the right time. They've seemed to have risen since his initial entry into this team. How do you think he helps these guys out at least?
Are you talking about Stewie, sorry?
No, Adren.
Oh, Adren, yeah. No, not a lot is known about what he brings to the team. I think he's probably, for me, I know with his Dust 2, he's strengthened it a lot. Here on Overpass, I'm not sure how much he's contributed. That could be answered in an interview, but we are already into the pistol. Ethan leading the charge. Twist here to try to catch him on the fallback. Good crossfire from the CTs. Elige picks up 2, and Ethan answers back immediately.
Yeah, 3-on-3 immediately, but Naf is still committed deep on long. He can flank or back off to the site. He's got to make a decision now. NRG have already bypassed him up towards the toilet, and he'll show his hand down on long. Now we could just see NRG speed up towards this A site, but instead, down through the connector and into B. No one's here for Liquid. They've rotated off. They've pushed up through the B halls, and NRG are going to get the site for free.
You can see how hamstrung they are. They're scared to push any farther. They don't know if they're going to get flanked from the bathrooms, and that's why they're really taking their time, but the bomb goes down. And a lot of space here is created for NRG. Some noise will be made as that door swings open. Could be an important duel as Cirque is going to be quite aggressive about how he approaches it. Ooh. And he hasn't come up behind just yet. In fact, he'll win it. And Naf will now have a lot to do, but he does catch one player, leaving just Cirque. And now it's a game of reads. How is he going to pick up Cirque and figure out where he is and get the bomb defused all at the same time?
He might be looking for a kit or something of the likes. He's found it in the water, dropped below, and now he's got the time at least to play with, but Cirque falling off the top of the site, missing the shots, and he'll finally find the bullet. 12 HP the difference on Cirque, going to be able to pick up that round. Very, very confident as well, cutting off that connector rotation. Absolutely no fear there with the B250. Don't blame him. That gun is so good on pistol rounds.
Yeah, I like him fighting for kind of a very important part of that post plant. Winning the duel with Stewie is huge. Him staying alive is obviously the only reason they won. So here it is. A good pistol round both ways in some regards. I love kind of how Cirque moves around the box, but then Naf does a good thing and not biting on the fake, falling into the pit behind, coming around, understanding exactly where he's going to go, and then just it comes down to mechanics in that 1v1, and Cirque comes out ahead. I have a Elige, moving down the stairs with a mag 7. It is a kind of force up here with Nitro, the only man to save on Liquid. CZs are out, the flash is too, it's great. Tarik ends up trading back for Elige, which is a good scalp to take, and it's kind of a reset. NRG move into what looks like an immediate execute on the A sites.
Yeah, Liquid running the gun now, trying to rotate up in time, but they do manage to get themselves into the site with 2. That might be enough to at least hold back the forces of NRG, but it's not going to stop them in their tracks. Nitro hidden inside of the smoke. He's only got a USP, so he can afford to play this kind of gamble. Stanislaw spamming through. Tarik does find him inside that smoke, and the AK gets dropped off at the top. Stewie boosted by Twist. He will at least find that gun picked up, but might even just opt to save. Has got armor. Worth a look in maybe, but 9 bullets. Got to get a reload in, which will give away his position. Kill works instead. 6 bullets left up though, and moving back into 3 players. NRG not wanting to throw this round away, just fall back into passive post plants. Twist with no kit, but he does have a smoke. And the more time that goes by, the more chance that he's just going to run away.
Oh man, it's an interesting... the bomb is planted in front of Optimus. They have to come out of their spots, but he doesn't have a kit to work with, as you mentioned. This is not going to be easy, but he does bait a couple of kills in. Spray's not good. Cirque answers back. 2-0 for NRG, and I really appreciate how quickly they moved once those initial trades went down. There were a couple of good pushes there from Liquid, the flash to help the double short B push. And then as soon as all that was understood, a lot of presence over at B, it's called from NRG very quickly, very efficiently. Let's take it to A. Let's keep it simple. Let's make sure they don't think about rotating before we get there. Let's make the decision first. And it ends up being the correct one. We've got a match pause call. Don't know if this is because it is a tech pause, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of talking, at least here on the NRG side so far. We've got I'm a Pet open up the grocery list.
What's on his list?
I imagine a lot of vegetables. Actually, no, probably a lot of energy drinks. I heard he's pounding those bags. Probably some G Fuel.
Don't blame him. Great choice.
Yeah.
Well, Deagle's out for Liquid. Few pistols here and there. Nitro is saving for that AWP. He had to eco the previous round to do so. He's going to have a little bit more to play with here at least, but just aggressive setup for Liquid early on, looking to take fights down mid. Missed shot with a Deagle, but not the end of the world. NRG crossed towards that playground. Inside of the connector with 2 as well for Liquid. Bit of a bait and switch with Elige hidden in the corner. Let's see if NRG check that. Tarik's waiting for his teammates to work up topside A before he commits to pushing connector. Trying to catch any CTs in the tunnels, keep them pinned inside.
Find a way to approach this round from both sides. Double up from the CTs. More times gets wasted. The more they get worried. about where they can get flanked from. But again, they've got less to lose. Pistols here in play. Fire to the top and bottom of the stairs, but a good flash to help them push in. Tarik knows he's got threats, and he's going to take one down. He also gets the second. No problem for him. Survives with all his health, too.
That is a great flashbang. That was thrown from B short through that little gap in the window. Naf gets spotted. Cirque's going to deal with him easily. NRG are cleaning up this anti-eco. Liquid not even getting damage into this round, but we are just waiting for those rifles to be pulled out in round number 4. Let's see if Stewie or Twist can make things interesting. Stewie might get bypassed. Ethan's got to check this close toilets angle because they've already walked past him at least on short, but Stewie walks into the gunfire. Ethan takes him down, and now NRG, that's a round solidified, guaranteed. Twist is too far away. It's all about damage here.
Pacing looks perfect so far. They're following the kills, right? They're taking their time up until the point where the CTs could have gotten there out of spawn. And at that point, they get a kill, they activate, and then they start pushing in. They take control quickly, and I really appreciate that aspect of it. There's too many times where you see teams allowing the pistoling players to reshuffle many times in one round, and then they take chip damage going back and forth from site to site. And then by the end of the round, it comes down to some kind of really raunchy 1v2. Here's Twist once again being a pest. Maybe going to tap the bomb to try to bait in some attention. 1D could have been a game changer for that regard, but won't even get the plant off, or won't get the defuse off or an attempt at it. Dabs up both ways from Tarik, and we'll move into the next round and find out what Liquid have in store.
Yeah, that's what we've been waiting for, right? That AWP immediately brought up for Nitro, and NRG will not have one of their own, but that can also be, you know, in their favor. If they win this round, they get a free AWP, so a bit of a discount there. Bonus. For now, it's just full rifles for NRG, and rocking the Kriegs on Breezy and Cirque as well. Fast towards connector this time. Nitro going to climb up on top of the bench, and he will take an early peek on A, but spots nothing, spots no cross. No B presence at all for NRG, despite this lack of info gained by Nitro, and NRG are just pounding their way through the connector, trying to get up towards A.
Like how these is smoke. You know, not wasting any time, not trying to clear that out, or mess with the players that may be boosting instead, just going ahead with the plan. Nitro here, opportunity to hit an op shot. He's got a rifle to support, and Elige has an opportunity now to potentially flak. Don't know if he was spotted there by Breeze, but he moves into now an advantage situation with the Shadow. He'll take advantage of 2. That's an easy spray down, but the trade is out. So it's not the worst case in the world for NRG, but it is a very promising position for Liquid to be in now.
Yeah, they've at least got toilet controls to play with. The connector has been cleared out earlier on in the round, but Liquid, where do they rotate to? They've decided to get aggressive. Twist was pushed up on B. This just confirms the fact that NRG is still up on top of this A site. Can allow Liquid to triple stack A right now, which could be so dangerous. NRG walking into an equal numbered bomb site will not be favoring them. That's all they've got to do. 44 seconds for them to move up. Utility only on Cirque here.
You know what, though? It's not easy to put 3 people, make them all useful on the A site. There's a chance here in this situation that they actually get creamed. There's a first kill, but to go back the way of Liquid, leaving Cirque alone.
Yeah, bomb dropped from the open as well. Naf's just going to strafe out wide, finds him from the barrels. Team Liquid, first round on the CT side, locked in. Big work done by Elige as well in the toilets, able to find 2.
It's funny because you see that big scope come out of the bathrooms in Nitro, but he doesn't go for the re-peek. In fact, he falls all the way back, leaves it to Elige, realizes that he's posed a threat. They're going to have their attention split up. It makes Elige's job easier, and he's used more of as a mercenary as opposed to kind of in this like 2-man setup that needs to stay together. But it cuts the losses for Liquid, and Elige goes supernova, gets 2 down by himself. So best case scenario for sure.
Ooh. Well, this is a fast pace. NRG have already run past this Molotov, only just getting out alive are Liquid. Nitro goes back in for seconds, and he will find Tarik on the retreat. So man advantage taken with no casualty this time for Liquid. That's very, very nice to start off. NRG now scared that there could be more inside of the toilet. The smoke is only beginning to fade, and remember, they hadn't have anyone down the connector as well, so that's another position that could be contained. Liquid have put players in there almost every round this half. So NRG definitely aware of the possibility, and maybe some re-aggression from Nitro, who is tunneled up on the AWP again.
Important to notice the posturing from NRG to have that just great spontaneous pace change to push up so quickly. It does cost them, and now they're in somewhat of a stalemate, but at a minute, they can slow down. They've taken the top of bathrooms now. They have time to work, and it looks like they're going to commit. No push outside B this time.
3 CTs to stop it. Flash is good. Nitro doesn't shoot blind. He instead scopes out, and he'll pay the price of his life. Lee's still here in the smoke. They're going to run right by. They have no idea. He spots both. Spray control. Can he find the second? He does, but the trade is still there. It's even Stevens, 2-on-2 with a bomb dropped in the site, and 30 seconds for NRG to try and retrieve it. They've got to deal with Stewie first. Easier said than done. He drops the first man in, and Cirque now left in a 1-on-2 clutch with the AWP. Knows there's one on the truck, but doesn't know there's one on the dumpster, and Twist will send him home. 2 rounds for Liquid, back to back. And another shutdown by Elige as well. He's the man of double kills.
Absolutely. I know, heads up play by him. He did play for himself in that situation because there's nothing else he can do. Moving outside the smoke could have been stupid, so him just sitting in the corner of it and taking advantage of the fact that Nitro dies and there's no way he can save him. Well, let me see if I can make up for this. Goes ahead and gets a 2K spray down. And then, that Stewie 1v1 could literally be the difference in the round. If NRG get that trade, then they will just straight up make up for the fact that Elige gets the 2-piece. They get the bomb down, no problem. But instead, he wins the duel in a pure sense. And there's a lot of people running through fire right now. And HEs, and Stan won't make the entire trek. He'll go down to that impact grenade.
Liquid not only mollied the ramp walk up from stairs, they also mollied the entrance to playground. 2 Molotovs landing, NRG are forced to run through. What a casualty early on. Nades down towards B, find the first. Cirque's dropped as well. No head armor for Elige, and he's going to get taken down from Breezy. That Glock actually finding a frag in a rifle round. Naf going to try and deal with these remaining Ts, but another 1-for-1 and a gun dropped over. Accessible, but not for long, because Stewie's on the wraparound. He's found the bomb out in the open, and he knows exactly where Ethan should be. Missed shot with the SMG at range, but that's okay. Ethan doesn't have the bomb to play with. He's just going to try and fake something down towards his B site, but Twist has confirmed that that is not the case. Pushed up on short, and Ethan now having to walk back into the hands of Nitro with Twist on the flank.
I think in the following rounds, NRG need to establish to Liquid that they can't push B for free. First of all, that should be the hardest push on the map on the CT side, to walk through the tunnel into that territory. The place where you'd normally find Nico or someone else, like kind of the strong lurker of the team, just waiting for like 30, 40 seconds. And Liquid seem very comfortable pushing that. So in my opinion, if NRG could establish that first, they could get a lot more out of these A takes. They have to know, though, first, that it is getting pushed so often.
Ethan's bypassed Twist here. He's gone all the way around through T-spawn to Monster. Now the smoke gives away his position, but it actually cuts off Twist's line of sight. He could just spam it in reality, but misses the shots. Bomb down, Twist, got to get that reload in. It gives some time for Ethan to reposition, but the lack of armor means aim punch is a must, and Twist will be able to deal with him at hand. So 3-3, Liquid, they go down 3-0, but they pull flawless rounds back.
Yeah, a wonderful plan at the very minimum. That's nice for the money. Not a bad spot to be in. Twist, he calls out Twist's position, smokes him out, earned the plant in that sense, and made some money. So
that was Glocks as well. You have to remember, right?
Yeah.
3 kills in a bomb plant with Glocks. Pretty unusual, but
sure,
I'll take it.
It was a heroic effort for sure. So up on Nitro, what kind of spawn are we working with? He's just kind of in the middle of the pack, yeah. So not hugely favorable. He does like to just go for the stairs peak, like just almost dry. What were you going to say?
NRG have been doing a great job of dodging Nitro's attempted peaks. Every time he's gone up there, they've either run close to the wall or crossed towards playground. They've never run towards the fountain, giving him the opportunity to actually take that fight. Maybe when they get the AWP on Cirque, that will be a fight we see early on, knowing that Nitro likes to go for that. But at least on rifles, NRG not giving him the opportunity.
Yeah, it's hard to say who's even more confident. Cirque loves to take that duel, especially on the T side, and Nitro's so comfortable with that peak, specifically on this map. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a clash here on this round. We'll find out. We haven't looked at Cirque spawn either, but Overpass is and isn't spawn based. I think for the initial duels, you can see a lot of action. Look, it's not respecting the Molotov, trying to go for an opportunity, but the combination of flash from Liquid is what makes the difference. Naf has made a ton of noise. That's an interesting Molotov. It's understood from both sides what's happening right now, and he's going to try to fall back. Stanislav will not let him, and in fact almost gets 2. Nitro picks up the slack, gets away with 1 health. Yeah, 1 health. Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. Stan almost kills him, but Nitro just gets away with the frag onto Tarik. So big return kill from Liquid. Keeps it in the 4-on-4 despite the low HP. Of course, low HP on an AWP isn't always a crux.
So they have this round weighted to see if there's going to be any kind of push. Tons of action, forward aggressive on Overpass, something you'd like to see from both sides. Love that Cirque didn't respect the Molotov. Also loved Naf's play to be like, I'm making a ton of noise right now. I know how far you've gotten since that you smoked the Molotov. I'm going to go ahead and Molotov the backside of the playground area and then try to isolate your friend, and then Stan not respecting that smoke as well and coming out of the corner of it. It was really great, I think, from both sides. And even though it's pushing smokes, there's always a time and a place.
We've yet to see a B execute for NRG, but this will be it now. Stewie and Twist to defend. What a terrifying twosome that is. NRG coming in through the monster, but the flash is there, very well timed. Breeze is ready for it, is able to get the shot off. Stewie trades immediately back, but he's so low. 9 HP the difference, and they have a Molotov for the barrels. He's got to go out wide, or he will go down in it. He takes a kill anyway. Great work from Stewie, gets a lot done, and now Elige can drop the bomb. 10 seconds left up, just needs to stay alive, and he does more than that. Taking down Breezy and locking it in for Liquid. Elige, always good for one. Definitely good for two.
Definitely good for two. Most of the time these days, it feels like he's going to get at least two. And he knows he has to take the duel in that situation. It's literally a matter of when. I'm sure he knocks the bomb down, glances at the clock, hears his second opponent, thinks, can I escape? No, I can't. Okay, I'm going to take this duel. He's going to run at me, or is he going to stay still? How am I going to peek? And he just wins the mind game, basically. Picks it perfectly, knows exactly how to place his crosshair in that moment, and takes the energy into a fourth round and puts NRG on an eco, or Liquid into a fourth round.
Yeah. These Molotovs are relentless. Every round Liquid are throwing them. They're not giving NRG the free room up towards A, but it's pretty easily dodged off of the fast spawns of this T side. Nitro's got to back off. They're splitting connector. Fast pistols up towards this A site, and Elige at least has him covered from the sidelines. There's 3 CTs here on this A site right now for Liquid. Actually, common position taken down outside of B water. Twist is there. So if NRG do decide to back off.
Did they make no, there's no way Twist made noise here.
I mean, this is a really common position that Liquid like to play. I mean, think about the amount of highlights that Stewie has on that spot.
So he wants to do. Yeah, has to make sure that's perfect. No noise.
You can't get out wide enough without falling off your teammate's head.
And Twist is not going to give him anything. He doesn't have a teammate here to boost, so they're being careful, but I think as the clock ticks down, this is just better and better for Twist. So he can wait here. He's got a Famas in close position. His worst threat is someone doing a big flank around into Monster. They can shoot feet. That's when it becomes a problem. Yeah. But here it looks like they're coming downstairs, so it could be a heroic moment for Twist. Flash comes out, and the spray goes in, but a good trade.
Great wallbang as well. Stewie's going to do a lot of damage down to Tarik, and now the B-rush coming through. Stewie, only man here, but he's dropped the bomb. Second kill from Elige as well, dropping Tarik into the site, who was already low. That bomb not getting picked up anytime soon, and it is a slaughter on that B site. Liquid keeping 3 alive, dealing with the eco, and that's 5 in a row. They're on fire.
Hot start for NRG with the 3 up, and then Liquid come back 5 in a row. So they're in a pretty comfortable spot. But it looks like the ecos are pretty fearsome from NRG so far. A couple of them were like, wow, okay, so Ethan gets bombed down 1v2 with just Glocks. That round, they look pretty well coordinated. There's a chance, you know, that they're actually going to whittle down the numbers, potentially plant again. I'm sure Liquid are quite concerned about that. And now we'll see. What's the next opening? There's been so much attention here out towards kind of the middle of the map. And the patented 4-man boost. Will we have a train interfering today? Yes, we will.
Patience, though. There was a jump from Naf just before the train came through, but he's not going to go for it again. And NRG, you don't want to dedicate too much time to setting up on that boost, because this is what it allows Liquid to get aggressive, to take map control. And Stewie's done exactly that, pushed up towards B. Now NRG setting up outside of this site, and they have no idea where Liquid are, so a lot to do. At least they have the time to do it. Ethan crawling through the tunnels. Stewie posted. He's going to see the legs first, and a lot of damage. And he does find the kill, actually nipping at his toes. Bit of a manicure there. Or is it a pedicure?
That would be peta for, yeah.
Yeah.
Who really cares?
Nah, he's dead.
Those are just the fingers of the feet, anyway. 5-4. 5 versus 4. NRG lose Ethan. And Nitro hasn't had to do much from here. He's actually been pretty good at being consistent, at falling back, being safe, while also getting info. And Elige is just, you're not going to kill him with one person, so you might as well bring 2 to kick things off. Tarik goes down first. Bree spends a little bit too much time on the fire, makes it a bit easier for Naf to finish him off quickly. Overall, a stalwart hold here on them. I don't even know how Elige gets that first kill. He was watching towards long, and Tarik hard checks that angle. Yeah, 180 adjustment, instant headshot, completely efficient. There's no other way to put it, just perfect. And there it is, the save, 10 seconds left. NRG, this is what happens when you dedicate too long to the boost. They didn't, to be fair. They only waited 15, 20 seconds on that boost, but Yeah, it borrows from the rest of the round, for sure. So you could have a perfectly normal protocol to go with the rest of the round, but you've already eaten 20 seconds that could be totally valuable. Yeah. And it's enough times that we see teams execute only at the 20-second mark in the first place. So suddenly that's like the 40-second mark for you.
It's the risk reward, right? Because if you get a kill out of it, it's so valuable. But if you don't, you've just wasted time. You've got no map control.
There's a couple of options here. Stewie and Twist have both been playing short B solo. Yep. They've seen them once on the eco, there once on a rifle as well. Taking short B control might be of interest, especially later into a round where you think, okay, here's where they'll be left alone, even though they use all their nades early on. Tarik's moving out quick with the Galil. He's not going to turn that into an exec. Slightly dodges the grenade, but a second one comes over. How do you even calculate that? I don't know.
3 HP. This is rough for NRG to start things off. And look, they're just watching the boost. Twist was angled on this position, and he's going to go back in. Ethan playing with his food. Twist is going to find the opening kill, and now NRG, what do? Back off outside of B. They start to leave and go through the spawn. You can see 2 players already worked up towards the playground. So NRG may be looking to take A long for a change. Liquid, they've been running a lot of triple setups on A, but with the pressure coming down on B early, it's now only going to be 2 here on the top site. That gives a chance for NRG at least. But Nitro's already on the angle with the AWP.
And maybe, yeah, we'll finally see him go to good use. CT side, it's going to be a stark contrast between him and Cirque. Here, we're seeing him just be very passive, and it's more than enough. Their aggressive setups with their rifles are totally fine. Alicia's always delivering. And there's a shot that just runs right into him. Oh my God! No way that just happened.
coldzera, eat your heart out. Oh, he's got a third. Nitro slamming down the gauntlet. And dude! Ridiculous.
I've never seen a no-scope jumping from that far away in a pro match.
Oh, wow.
That was something absurd.
What do you do against that? How do you counter that play?
Uninstall? Playing's an option, man.
Oh, dear. That is brutal. Even finds all 4 behind it. And people, you know, like...
He started jumping again like he was going to get a graffiti.
Yeah. I don't blame him for the attempt.
Yeah.
Pistols out for NRG. Yeah, they're going to need a bit of a break after that one. This eco is going to be exactly that. Not a lot of utility, not a lot of hope. Liquid getting the crowd riled up a little bit.
The crowd or us?
A bit of both.
Yeah. Probably a good time to slow it down.
Yeah. Have a talk.
Talk about what's just happened, but not for too long.
Yeah, maybe move past that previous round entirely.
Yeah.
That's one for the demos.
Tease tether around our stairs player, move up to bathrooms. No one here to fight, safe from Liquid, knowing it's probably an eco to play peeled back into position, safer on the site. Nitro on 4 kills in a row. Will he make it 5? Misses 1 shot, and he has to go out wide for another one.
How is he alive?
Looks like he used up all his juice in the last round and ends up getting killed. And Cirque puts together a very rare Tech 9 2K.
Oh, Nav's running out of ammo. There's a push through the long smoke as well. Stanislaw, a little bit late, but it doesn't matter because Tarik's found the opening kill. Trades are in, and Stewie won't give up without a fight. He's dropped the bomb, and he's just trying to muscle his way through. But Cirque shuts it down, picked up AWP from the body of Nitro, and he'll win the round.
Yeah, okay, that's crazy. That went down so fast, you just kind of expected, like, you know, last Liquid player just win that because they had all the advantages. But they did a good job of dealing with Nitro. They put him in the tough spots. He might have had some adrenaline flowing, you know what I mean? If you're had a great round like that, you go into the next one, I mean, maybe you need the pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're feeling a little bit too good.
Yeah, that cost them everything, right? They're all getting dropped close toilets, and Cirque finds a clutch with it. Stewie looks so confident. I assumed he had that one in the bag, but this time a bit of a switch up from Liquid, getting aggressive towards A once again. Pushed up on long is a Liege. And, ooh, goodbye, Stewie.
Good night.
1 shot. What? Did he jump there?
Ooh. Fell off the, it's hard to watch because he just falls off the angle. Twist puts together 2. And just like that, Liquid are back in the game.
Well, as you say that, NRG find 2 kills on the A site right now. Nitro, he needs to hit some ridiculous shots once again. He's got 3 players coming at him. He does hit the first. Knows there's a second pushing up party, but the scope out is badly timed. Tarik with the flash and Breezy with a kill. It's left to Twist in a 1-on-2.
That was almost a bit too timid. Do they know where Twist is coming from, though? He's here on kind of the longest path. We can see they're clearing out CT, assessing all options, and it looks like they're actually going to plant for the back of it. Twist has kind of a long way to run. If he gets very lucky on the first kill, kill, maybe, but it doesn't seem like anybody's going to go play towards long with the bomb where it is. Instead, they recede back into bank, and it looks like CT spawn. In terms of utility, Twist is only an impact grenade, and we've got 2 players at 100 HP. There's not a lot that he can do now to win.
This would be one for the ages, especially with the bomb plant being so favorable for them, and they've got a double peek as well. He does have a nade. He could get some serious damage off the back of that, but going to tap the bomb first, and they're just going to peek immediately. Didn't expect that one, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, smart to do a double peek. They could have waited. I mean, I think they killed enough time. They thought, okay, well, if it's nearby, we end it. Oh, what? Wow. The shot heard around the world.
That's something.
That's very clean, yeah. You got a player who can do that. You should basically send him to short every time. Yeah, like the way we characterize jump peeking as like one of the most safe ways to gather information in the game. And we always, I mean, it technically is. You know, you get a ton of information for, you know, a couple of frames of presence, but then people are getting so good, you can hit those shots consistently.
You do have to remember you're playing against some of the best teams in the world.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Liquid ready to maybe burst over with a flashbang into Fountain here. They've got 3 players up close. Breezy's coming through the connector now. If he gets there in time, he can actually shut them down from behind. No one's watching that connector entrance, so there it is. Breezy just lines up 2. There's no one to stop him. Trade is there for Naf onto 1, but Stanislaw's going to finally move up as well. There's the Zeus for Stewie, grabs himself a gun and gets out of there.
And it's not over. He's actually, that's middle of the map control. He's rotating back to intercept the T's. The only problem is he doesn't have armor, right? So he's got a great gun, he's got a smoke. He's got a teammate who's very far away. Opportunity to get a spray, instant headshot. Can throw down the smoke, but what's the play? He's gonna move around with it, but he gets spotted, takes some damage. There's not a lot he can do. Potentially jump up on the box. Opportunity to get some damage, and he capitalizes. Stewie finally gets traded out. Deagle comes from behind, and Twist puts one in the back of the head of Cirque, and that's it.
That's more impressive than it looks as well. That back of the head
it really
can really be such a beast to get through.
But they didn't hear the Deeg from heaven. That's crazy. That round turned into a win.
Yeah. I mean, we had NRG pick up an eco a couple of rounds ago. Liquid, exactly the same thing. All off the back of that Zeus play as well.
Yeah.
Considering the initial setup into that round was not favorable for Liquid at all, right? They had a huge gap open that Breezy exploited, getting 2 kills.
It's $100 too.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Can't hurt. Oh, maybe it can hurt. NRG losing to Pistols in that previous round.
Interesting position to be in. They've got some stuff to talk about. I would have said up until that round, NRG's anti-eco has been pretty good. Like their thoughts, their processes on both ecos and anti-ecos have been quite good. And that's not to say it's much different than their lineup before. I mean, they had that kind of in spades as well. They had the struggles here and there, but overall, you know, you could see where they're coming from. But that was just a great mid-round, making the most of a bad situation for both Twist and Stewie. And Nitro, again, not given the opportunity here, will fall back. Good damage dealt from Breeze. This kind of invisible damage you get early on in the round. You don't know that it's paying off later, but it almost always does. He's now 2 bullets away from death as opposed to 4.
It adds up.
It really does.
NRG trying to force Liquid back out of this short position, back out of the toilets, but Elysian Nitro sit back-to-back in position. We've seen these setups plenty of times. Will NRG check the close corner? Molotov going down by Nitro, slowing down this push towards the A site, but there's still only 2 players here. We've got that triple setup on B. Nap is in the heaven, so he's going to have a quick rotate available if need be. Liquid looking to get maybe aggressive down on that B site. You can see Twist is peering down that monster tunnel, getting a lot of information that maybe NRG are set up heavy towards A. So now that rotate coming back up towards the top site. Eli's going to make contact, but not the contact he kind of wanted. Breezy taking his head straight off. Nitro's now have to retreat back to the site. 40 seconds. NRG starting to make their move in. Nitro smoke down, but they're just going to move right through that. They haven't got time to wait. Scoped up on long, but the real push coming out from short. There's the Pistols around the corner, but luckily Stewie's going to get the kill. Nitro missing the flick, and Cirque finding an opener as well. This is getting messy. Naf only with 1, and now it's left to Twist. A retake situation, a 1-on-3, and NRG looking to claw this half back.
Nitro's missed a lot of shots.
Yeah,
it's weird. Yeah, I mean, the funny part was, like, none of the shots that he hit in that were hard apart from the jumping one. The other ones were not flicks. And that's not even to take away from the shots themselves.
Yeah.
It's better, in fact, that if you don't have to flick. That means you were the smarter man in that situation. And the thing is, though, but when it has come down to flicks, it doesn't seem to be his day. He's having a lot of trouble. So
I think,
from that perspective, go A. I mean, especially on your ecos, they're gaining a lot of grounds. Nitro's also quick to fall back. The real pain point is when they try to get top bathroom control and the leash is waiting there.
Yeah.
Or if they don't deal with top bathroom control and the leash can flank. So, and on an eco, they maybe take the risk of just assuming he's not there, hoping, and then just skipping it. And on that round, it pays off. In the future, it may not. Here we are in the last round of the half, ladies and gentlemen. Team Liquid with 8, a small lead. That might be closed even more.
Very possible. Low buy coming into the last round. It's an SMG and 4 pistols. Not what you want, but we've seen Liquid win this exact round. If, in fact, a round with even less already. So don't count them out. Elige, close corner. Tarik doesn't check it. Oh, missed shots. Tarik going to double it as well. How lucky can you get? Great work from him to actually flick around and get that kill. Immediate lightning speed reactions.
You've really got to walk that one off. That's a tough kill to miss. Unfortunate.
The crack's starting to show near the end of the half here for Liquid, maybe.
Maybe. 5v3. Be quite the travesty if they drop this. And the bomb is dropped too, so they're going to have to go back and get that. Naf has already made his way into the B site. Or sorry, not Naf. Why would Naf be on the T side making his way into the B site? That is Ethan? Ethan.
Correct. Might not matter though. The kills are coming up on the A side of things. Now after spotting Naf, they're just going to double back. Don't want to give him any opportunities, and that bomb can go towards B. As said, already conceded by Liquid. And it's the double monster wrap here through spawn. Maybe hope that they overbought and left some guns in T-spawn.
Yeah, and this could be all she wrote. But it's fun when you have rounds like these. Quite unwinnable, but they have to go for it because there's no rollover guns in this game. They will have pistols in the second half. First player gets sprayed down by Stanislaw, and the second target's coming up. Will he get shot in the side of the head? Or will he tune in just in time? It's kind of a bit of both. And Naf will attempt a miraculous 1v3. Great flash, but that's it. Breeze takes him down. 7-8, not a bad half for both sides.
Not at all, yeah. NRG at least pulling things back at the latter stage of it, but have they got the power to drive forward into the second half? Liquid obviously looking very, very good, and some fabulous shots being hit by Nitro and Co.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good both ways. Cool that we had like kind of a minimal amount of ecos, and the ones that we did see one were really crazy, especially from Liquid. But you can just see just the amount of talent beaming through on all sides of the map, and that being the predominant issue for NRG. But they follow closely behind if we look at how good these players are. But anyways, that's going to be it for this half. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back with half 2.
And we are back with the second half between Liquid and NRG, split right down the middle, 8-7 in favor of Liquid. NRG starting to find their form near the end of their T side, now moving over to the counter-terrorist half.
I think this is where they really shine. I really do think that there's so many good things to say about NRG, but this is going to be more about observing the evolution of the team. They're playing now with Stanislaw as the IGL on one of their strongest maps. For him coming in, how much does he change? How much does he leave the same? How much do they want to change because they feel like his calling style would suit a different way of approaching the map? And how much they want to leave him behind just so they don't end up being stale or stagnant? We'll find out a lot about that now as they play. And again, they have a little bit of extra time to prepare for the best of ones. This was kind of how Stanislaw was so successful with Complexity on their top 8 major run in the group stages. Like a lot of best of ones that he understood where the veto was going, and he does a ton of preparation and make sure to iron out everything. And here, I mean, it's a lead for Liquid, but it's basically abysmal. Everything's out the window. Pistol, even Pistol won't matter that much. It's just going to come down to who's the better team on these new sides.
A fast B rush to start things off. The boost is in play for NRG. It could get caught. They have to deconstruct it very quickly, but Breezy gets the opening kill on the CT side. Trade is there, but so are 3 CTs on this site. Team Liquid not expecting this amount of manpower, but they will deal with it very quickly. Nitro, Naf, and Elite, everyone coming in clutch for Liquid. And the retake for Cirque looking pretty unrealistic.
There's arguments for why you should and shouldn't have kind of crazy pistol rounds in certain situations. But sometimes you keep it super bare bones, especially on Overpass. You rush B every once in a while, you rush A. It can work just as well as any other complicated strat. It's a very low utility buy. You're going up against very low utility. I've heard Sean say that he didn't really think pistol rounds were real CS from that perspective, that because you're kind of missing all the components that make the game so hard in the first place for top teams to play against each other, and you strip it down to basically what is who gets cleaner headshots and maybe who gets like a cute flank off every now and again. It's sometimes better just to stay grouped on the T side. Now we move into an anti-eco here. Liquid will try to maintain and strengthen their lead. And again, this is where it comes down to Cirque on the CT side, taking the place of what Nitro had done as the bathrooms, forward aggressive, balloons, and mid player, and how aggressive and how on point he is today.
Got to keep it up though, not out of the woods just yet. Cirque, that's a nade. Oh, he's gonna get chunked. No armor, remember, so even more damage from those HEs.
Chunky monkey.
Yeah, baby. Liquid getting that toilets control for free though, apart from that. Force Cirque back to the site, and same story for Tarik, he's gonna give up long. NRG not wanting to overstay their welcome in certain parts of the map, would rather just play the bare bones sites, at least have some crossfire, some tradability. Liquid though taking their time, and at any point they've got one man outside a monster, they could just drop down connector. But as I say that, Naf starts to leave through T-spawn, so looking like that A play after all. Wonder if there will be any early rotations from NRG. The smoke should certainly give it away.
Yeah, Naf's gonna sit back, hold stairs, you would assume. And the CTs will have a ton of pressure put on them. Tarik now will have to go into frag out mode, content creator mode, hits a scout shot. They actually got Cirque as well, but they're taking blind duels, and unfortunately it's not working out that well for them. They gave it their best effort. Now the CTs are crushed into very tight choke points that they probably won't be able to get out of. The Glock might be the best chance for them, but...
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no!
A fair bit of bullying going on here.
That's the biggest bait, when you pull out the knife and then switch back and they run at you.
Yeah, switch back, just a zero honor player.
Haha.
I respect it.
Played.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, just stuff like that just shows the confidence and the keenness of some of these Liquid players. Right, like just the balls to commit to that if you're Stewie. Just unnecessary, but why not? You win it.
Yeah, he's like, we're winning the round. I'm not really concerned about losing this death. Which, you know, all those things matter when you lose, right? That's, you know, it's like that simple play. It's like it gets highlighted and talked about more because you lost. And so it's like, hey, you can go ahead and do those kind of audacious plays if you want to for the fame, whatever. You win the game. No one's going to talk about it. Yeah, and I guess the other thing is you have the benefit of maybe getting in your opponent's head if you do stuff like that at a very small cost.
It's not as black and white as you'd think.
Sure.
Well, Stewie, he's got a lot to deal with. It is the pop dog bonanza.
That's the pop dog of Overpass. It's not something you see very often. 3 players falling right into the... And it's funny because he played it the exact same way, just didn't move his crosshair, waited for them to fall right into it. And Twist got a knife.
Either in heaven or dropping out of heaven.
Twist, Batman knife.
Yeah, Twist was in pit, so either he flanked CT and knifed him in heaven, or he dropped into pit in front of him.
Only question is...
Either way.
Back, but yeah.
Yeah. Orb's out for Cirque as well now. Wonder if Nitro has his. We can see some guns being shuffled over. But yeah, just running the bonus round. You've got SMGs. You may as well make it worth your while. If you can pick this one up, you get such a cash increase. And hey, a free AWP. Let's see if that is the case. Heavy aggression towards A early on for NRG. Cirque is there with the AWP, of course, and Liquid trying to counter that by just fast playing this B bomb site. Stewie running through the Molotov, and Ethan's going to shut him down. The smoke is there. That gives a bit of an entrance for Twist to get in. Can he find anything from it? No. Stanislav sucks him down, and it is looking like a mop-up for NRG. Damn, absolutely no problem.
Yeah. No, absolutely perfect defense at every turn. Not a single kill goes the way of Liquid. That was really good stuff. And there was a pretty good Molotov that landed on the outside of the smoke that didn't get extinguished. That continued to have, to put in damage as the second player ran in. So not only does Stewie get burnt a little bit, but so did his teammate. And that made it a whole lot easier to pull off that hold. So, you know, maybe versus a worse team, Liquid get away with a play like that, but NRG are really, I mean, they're really close in terms of how good these players are to them on an individual level as well.
Yeah, you can see Stan throwing that monster smoke as well from Spawn, maybe a bit scared of another B rush from Liquid, but this time they'll be slowing down the pace. They've got the AWP, they've got the rifles. First real full buy of this T side. Aggression from NRG. You can see Tarik's pushed up, but he's got the support with the AWP. At least his back is being covered from Party, but great Molotov. That leaves Tarik out, hung out to dry on his own. Elite's going to be able to take him down. Great read there from Liquid on the setup from NRG. That smoke giving away the fact that there could be someone close Party. They isolate that player, they deal with him, and there's no trade in sight.
Yeah, I love that you brought that up. Just like a smart isolation play there. And now that they see that happening, is Tarik going to take that same risk in the future? Is that going to be delayed a few rounds? And will that just allow Liquid to take more aggressive control? Will they catch pushes on other sides of the map? And we'll find that out in the following rounds, but you know, something to remember. And at this moment, Liquid move up outside of bathrooms, waits Stanislav, who's actually already hurt a little bit, and Cirque has got a bit more help. So we'll see how their synergy is looking. It's actually Nitro to win the pure duel before even having to go through a rifler.
But surely they won't expect another man in the same position, so Stanislav does have the element of surprise to a Liege. Man advantage still in favor of Liquid, and they have Naf again down on this B monster position. This is allowing them to rotate down towards Connector very quickly, take over this B bomb site where only one man sits. It's going to be Breezy. Oh, wait, they've just gone around Monster. They don't expect him. Stewie gets caught with his knife out, and Breezy's regained control of the short water. He's given up the B site at the same time, but it allows NRG to play for a 3-on-3 retake.
Yeah, so it's understood what his position is. He had to get that kill, let his presence be known. That's fine. It's a bit better of a retake now. It's kind of even ground, right? I mean, we've got great positions on both sides. Time has just started going down. 3 kits here for NRG. Very doable, and it looks like Liquid are the ones who are a bit more nervous as they switch and kind of patrol between 2 angles to look for this first kill.
There's the AWP coming through. Nitro shutting down Breezy. They won't expect more from B short water at least as Ethan fires off from the heaven. It's going to be just Stan left up, but Naf catches that cross. Doesn't allow his teammate to get caught in Monster. Now will be the conversion in the post plant from Liquid. Really great call to rotate back down towards B in that 4-on-3.
Yeah, it looks like they almost forgot about their teammate who died in short, but they understood that Breeze is not going to feel comfortable going back into the site after seeing people run towards Monster. So it's kind of, it's a stalemate. It has to be respected, and Breeze just has to think about the retake, and that allows the bomb to go down. So shuffling for position there makes a whole lot of sense. Just kind of a smart, but honestly an easy mid-round there for Liquid to close that one out.
Oh, Molly on B short as well. NRG want to get aggressive behind it, but they're being held back by the fire and flames. They're going to do it anyway. 3 players down on B. 4 right now, in fact.
That's a little awkward. They wanted to try to crush the door, and Naf doesn't have control of B short, so he can't tell his teammates, yeah, door might swing open on you, you might get opt, which is always a risk. And yeah, Cirque comes out with that first kill. Nice. Exactly what they were nervous about. Yeah,
but with this heavy setup down towards B, Liquid are just walking up through this smoke. Tarik, oh, he could meet his maker. Oh dear, they're side by side, touching tips, and Twist's going to find the kill. 4-on-4. There's the equalization from Liquid. And Stanislav again regressing to the same position that he found success in the previous round. Will it be a similar case? Flash is there. Oh, just a bit too short. Naf going to check the angle anyway. Not falling for that one again. Stanislav gone, and they'll Cirque alone on the site. The flashes are good. Elite actually gets blinded by his teammate, and that means Twist has to pick up the kill instead. It's not a worry, but it certainly could have gotten out of control there. Luckily enough, Cirque going down leaves Liquid in a 4-on-2, and that bomb plant solidifies the round.
Yeah, that's definitely all she wrote. Yeah, they're just trying to save safely is their only concern. Which is kind of the most boring and worst part about playing CS. It's like, I know I can still die and it's very important, but my only job is to just escape. Like, this is not why I'm getting paid a lot of money to play Counter-Strike. Yeah, that's a clean one. They get onto the site. They've got options now. A and B are wide open. 13 rounds will be the score for Liquid as we come down to the final few seconds of this bomb. And in terms of the money, probably just going to recycle these guns, not invest much else. Maybe get a couple of nades, and that's it.
Yeah, you should be playing for 14, really, at this point.
Yeah.
You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket here. 3K per player. It will mean they have a full buy coming into the, at least up against 14th round. So finding that opener was huge. Again, another one of these very close, awkward situations with Tarik. This time, he doesn't get the better of it. Remember that shot in connector, or at least missed with the deagle. So 13-8, here we go. NRG, as you say, limited investment. Molotov's coming through just to deny this early A side setup potentially. Stanislav going to throw that in over the top. But Liquid heavy down towards B with 3 of their players already. Connector attempted to be taken. Stewie just going to run through the smoke. He doesn't want to give too much room to NRG, but these pistols are stacked up in position. Twist is cleared out, B short. They might just not expect the second player here, and Stewie's going to be able to deal with both of them. Great work. This rifle, or this eco round rather, getting torn to shreds.
Well, can you make a clip of it? It's pretty much all you can get. Gun barrel spotted for sure. Oh, he's being stalked and he doesn't realize. I mean, Alish, okay, yeah.
Oh, no.
How do I get really tricky with this?
Wow.
Flush is 1-up position, but 1 for 1, why not? Yeah, not too bad. He's a great reflips, but...
The second that Alish spotted that barrel, I saw the mini-map, Stewie just went from holding connected to knife running up the stairs. Like, this is mine.
Yeah.
And what a great round from Stewie as well, shutting it down. Wait, what did he say?
Well, just in case you couldn't see from the lip read, yeah, we got the full audio on that.
Yeah. Well, that's
cable's the biggest problem in the universe.
Yeah.
One day we'll be completely wireless on everything. One day.
Yeah.
Not today. Yeah.
14 rounds though for Liquid, bordering a victory here on Overpass. It's NRG who have been saving up for this buy.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Indeed, Liudl. Adren looking very pensive.
Yeah, man, a few words.
Wonder what he's thinking. What's for dinner? You think? Got this one wrapped up. At a certain point, you're winning so much, you know.
What do you
got to assume with the coach, I mean, you're probably not always so stressed out. You're just, I mean, at a certain point, like, what do you say in the interview? You just got to focus, man. That's it.
Play our own game, hit our shots, all of the above. Yeah. Well, let's see if Liquid can do that, close out this game, or if NRG will close the gap. This was 8-7 at the half. It's really fallen off since that point. Liquid muscling the T side quite well. AWP on Cirque once again. That's up on A long. We're missing a play. We've got a double boost up in the toilets as well. There's a Molotov to deal with that. Anything that NRG try is just countered by Liquid immediately. They have to drop off, but they could reassemble. Aliij very close. They make a jump noise. He's going to hear it. Got to be quick with this one. Tarik does go up, and he spots them, but too little, too late.
There's a little moment there where they were deciding who should go up.
Well, now at least Cirque's on the angle, ready and waiting.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Kind of an aggressive flash. Maybe just try to push him back.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like they'll cycle. That's damage dealt. I don't know if that was through something or in his leg while he was in the air, but pretty much dead meat for a second. And it looks like, the kill might be finished off. Aliij, does he know what's up? It feels like he is just waiting to try to pounce on this. Wouldn't even be surprised if he somehow just randomly F1 race car peeked this and killed Tarik. We'll see. But now he's got 2 targets. Nitro gets that kill. Patient pays off, and Stanislav has nothing to do.
What a read. Liquid had it from the get-go.
Crazy, man. Called out completely.
Yeah. One step ahead. Cirque alone on the site. He's calling for help. Ethan's quick in return, and Breezy's still down on B, so Cirque needs to hit some shots. There's one, but immediate trade. Twist is already up through long. Ethan does shut him down, but that bomb plant will be coming through safely. 12 seconds as it hits the ground. Nath taking down Breezy on the flank, and Ethan alone. 1 on 3. It's do you go or do you save? Neither option's fun. You may as well at least give it a look in, try and get something here, but
It is
Liquid,
even after all.
yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Rough.
Wow, rough. And Liquid, go ahead, take that match point quickly, too. 69 versus Cloud9, 15-8 here versus NRG. Pretty clean day of CS. And no one's at safe. I think the first tournament we saw like Astralis just like really do badly was like Blast Miami, I believe. That was just like a day of bad CS for them. And yeah, I feel like, you know, there's going to be that tournament for Liquid. It would be a stretch to believe that they would ever be kind of as dominant as Astralis was for as long as they were. And that's a question that may be answered in the future. But until that point, it's totally fair to assume they'll be at least somewhat consistent or inconsistent. But so far, it feels like there's almost no holes. No holes, individually speaking, tactically speaking, and as we just saw with that last round, with experience and preparation playing into it, they look extremely efficient.
The only holes right now are that in the bodies of NRG. Already lost Cirque early on. That AWP duel again coming up for Nitro. He's been winning that every time, it feels. Was expecting a little bit more from Cirque on the CT side of this map, but just not given the room to get aggressive. Any aggressive setup NRG has gone from has been countered by Liquid so well, and Naf ready for it as well. Doesn't expect the second player, but they still have a man advantage as the B push comes through. In through Monster, Liquid go. Caught, and Ali's going to be able to take down Ethan. They don't expect Breezy also here. Can he get any more done? There's the bomb drop, but he's alone. On, and he is. A third kill to Nitro. Stewie now left in the one-on-one to close out this map.
Look how keen he is on clearing this angle. Is short the next one. Behind the smoke, Stewie in his comfort zone. When does he push through? If he does, will Breeze catch him? And it looks like now, switching between the two angles, doesn't know where it's going to come. Could come down to timing, but I think he heard a step. Seems like Stewie will have to come out and clear this properly, and Breeze nails him in the body and puts together 4 in that round.
What a shutdown.
Ridiculous.
And the thing that all came off him fumbling to get up on top of the site on that railing.
Yeah, and that third M4 shot right after this one. Absolutely bullied. Yeah, and last bullet.
Through the wall.
Through the wall, no less.
Cannot get more stylish than that.
Yeah.
15-9 here for Liquid, though. They've still got a long road to walk. Or drive. We'll see. Or train. It is Overpass after all. AWP back in the hands of Cirque. Attempted early kill, but flashed off by Liquid. Is going to have to fall back towards Connector. Stewie not ready for that one. And 3 players still aggressively set up on A. This is a very, very confident setup from NRG, and working out wonderfully. Tarik finds 2. Molotov going down and running out of ammo eventually, but just stalling as long as he possibly can. This is unbelievable. Tarik, give him a chance.
I don't even know. He still has more to do.
How is he alive?
He ran out of bullets. Okay, finally traded out by Naf. 2 on 4. Who knew the most important line of defense there would be an MP9 at long by the rock with no way to fall back.
Ooh.
Shot's not good. That would have been 2v3 if you hit that.
You do not want to throw away this round if you're NRG.
Yeah, this is a kind of a cool way to approach from Naf. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah, wow.
Oh dear, 2 on 2, and Liquid is still in this one. You can never count them out.
And he saw.
Nitro saw the flank. There's another player in Connector as well. That means Liquid can get up on top of this A site and find a bomb pop, but they don't know that.
They were already suspicious about someone coming up the stairs, and Nitro saw one on the big flank. But doesn't seem like they're totally confident about that. Maybe they forgot their suspicion about stairs. This is interesting.
Wow.
What is happening here? They're wrong about this. They think it's a B play.
Oh no. And on match point
I don't
as well.
know how they how is it that they've gotten that Q?
This was a 2 on 5, and they've only just realized they're on the wrong side of the map, about to lose it to Liquid. Oh dear, that has got to be a kick in the gut. Naf, he's not even hearing these footsteps. Hello, stands right below you.
What is happening?
He's going to be able to get the kill. What a mess this round is. Nitro with the trade, but it's a one-on-one. Does he know the second player coming down from below again? He hears him, and he's just got to stall as long as he can. Running away. Breezy has to stick this bomb, or this game is done, and he's not even going to go for it. Gets the kill, but is there time?
Oh my God. Last second.
No.
Turns green. He can't grab it.
Goodbye. What a round. 2 on 5 by Liquid.
They just changed the bomb so that you hear it differently on each